Hello everyone, welcome to match 4 of our Stompy League in Pauper. We're 1 and 2 so far, so 5-0 Dream's dead, but we do still have a chance of making our entry fee back. Probably not with this hand though, unfortunately. So we're on the draw against Sacred Devil. We're throwing back our hand. Realistically, what I'm thinking with this hand is we have a 1-1 creature, 2 savage swipes that cares about having 2 power and a hunger. So and we have nothing we can play turn 1. So I don't think this is going to be enough to get there. We have no idea what our opponent's on. They're keeping 7. Yeah, we can keep this. This is pretty reasonable. We don't have a turn 1 play, but we have a couple of options for turn 2 plays. I think we ditch the elephant guide here. I think we're reasonably far away from casting that. I think we want a density of early threats. I think that's the best way to start out. And then we can start drawing into some ways to buff our dudes later on. Okay, we've not had the greatest luck with opening hands in fairness in this league, but... Okay, Forest from our opponent. Okay, so we're in the mirror. Okay. Vault Scourge is a really good card in the mirror, so that's a really annoying start from our opponent. I like that we have Riverboas though. That's nice for the later game because they make really good blockers, especially if you pair them with Aquarian Ranger. Okay, Nest Invader from our opponent. Probably gets in for 1. Nothing we can do about that. Okay, so let's go. Burning Tree Emissary. Always yield. And I think we're going to play Nest Invader because it's... If they decide they want to swipe something, I don't mind if it's Nest Invader, whereas I'll be... I think if this game goes reasonably long, which these mirrors can, I think we're going to want Riverboa a lot more so. I think unfortunately the fact that they went turn 1 Vault Scourge is very bad for us. I don't think that helps us at all. Especially if they can start suiting it up, I think we're going to struggle. Yeah, so this is what I was worried about. Once we can actually regenerate our creature, I think we're okay. But this is why I didn't want to run a Riverboa out too early. Very much for this reason. Do we block here? I think they're probably holding up 1 for a Skargan Pitskulk. You know what? Yeah, I think we block here. Offer the trade up. Okay, so it's Aquarium Ranger rather than anything else. I don't know why they wouldn't untap their Vault Scourge there. But hey, okay. So we are going to sack that, play Nest Invader. We need to get as many creatures. We're really far behind on the board now, so we need to start getting creatures out there. But we still need to be able to leave up the ability to regenerate our Riverboa. So we're gonna play it like that, sack both of our Eldrazi spawn. Not ideal, I would have liked to keep them around as blockers and as potential hunger enablers, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so we're getting in for 1 again. Silhana Ledgewalker. Okay, so our opponent has all the evasive threats and we have none of them. And unfortunately, the other thing is we can't Savage Swipe a Ledgewalker. Yep. What else is our opponent got here? Another Ledge Walker. Okay, so our opponent has nothing in hand now. Okay. I think we probably attack him with our River Boa. I don't see them blocking it. Get out Scargan Pit Skulk. Get out Vault Scourge. Okay, so we're coming back into this. I think Pit Skulk's going to be our big one. If we can get Pit Skulk to the point where they can't block it, if we can get... What's that going to be on? That's on our Vault Scourge. Not ideal. But not the worst thing in the world either, necessarily. Okay, so our opponent getting in for 7, down to 9. Okay, so we're not going to block here. I do unfortunately think we're going to lose this race to our opponent here. Top deck and a Savage Swipe was probably quite nice for our opponent there. Okay, so attack with everything. Yeah, I think block our Scargan Pit Skulk. That's fine. Realistically, at this point, I was kind of hoping to ride that to victory, but I don't think that's going to be the way we win this anymore, unfortunately. They're going to kill us before we can really Voltron that up to a reasonable level. They're only doing 3 a turn in the air. But 3's probably enough. Okay. Okay, Nest Invader from our opponent. A couple of blockers. That might actually be enough to win them this game, in fairness. Okay. So they can attack for 3 anyway. Down to 3. Obviously, if we don't block with something, we're kind of screwed. So we'll attack with these 2. See if our opponent wants to trade with us at all. They do not. Down to 13. Yeah, I think we've just lost here, unfortunately. Maybe we wanted to save our Scargan Pit Skulk. I don't think so. I don't think it matters, to be honest with you. Okay, we got under 3 here. I think out of 14. So I don't think there's a way realistically we can win this. Scargan Pit Skulk, okay. That's not too bad because we can actually block it. Hmm. 4, 6. No, we've just lost here. Okay, on to game 2. There's nothing we can really do about that. That early Vault Scourge really did a good deal of damage to us. Okay, what do we want here? What do we want? We do not want Weather... No, we don't want Weather the Storm. Don't want that. That does us no good. Probably want another epic confrontation. More so than we want a Rancor, I would have thought. I don't think Gleeful Sabotage does enough. Maybe a couple of Maybe one longbow as well. Maybe a longbow. Put a longbow in for a vines, I guess. Yeah, I think we'll run it like that. I don't think we want to over sideboard here. Okay, so we'll take the play this time. That'll be a nice change of pace. And we will... we have no 1-mana plays. Yeah, we're going to have to mulligan down again. One of these days we'll end up on 7 cards and it will be a lovely day. But it is not this day, unfortunately. We're going to go down to 6. Opponent thinking pretty hard about what they want to do. I think we'll keep this 6 though. I think we've got Ledgewalker and Pit Skulk, Rancor, Elephant Guide, Aquarian Ranger. The only question is, what do we ditch? I'm going to say probably Rancor here, to be honest with you. What we want to do basically is get Ledgewalker, get Pit Skulk, Voltron them up, I should say. So we want to keep our Rangers to make sure we can actually do that turn 3. I think we go turn 1, Aquarian Ranger, turn 2, Ledgewalker, turn 3, Elephant Guide, and I think we're okay. But I'm still thinking here. Obviously, this is all supposing that we actually... that everything goes to plan, which it almost never does, unfortunately, but be that as it may, that's our plan to start the matchup at the very least. Okay, so our opponent's decided eventually to keep 7. So we are going to ditch Rancor. And we're going to go Forest. Aquarian Ranger. Go, opponent. Show us what you can do. Okay, Nettle Sentinel, so no attack from us turn 2, unfortunately. Okay, so that's quite good. Even if they kill our Aquarian Ranger this turn, they can't do much about us getting down our Elephant Guide, so that's good for us. I'm hoping our opponent's going to brick on land here. This might be why they strongly considered the hand, is because it was a 1-land hand. Okay, Aquarian Ranger, so I could be right here. I think what it is they might have been very tempted by a 1-land hand that had a lot of action to it. So you might find here that they go, return the land, Savage Swipe. No, Rancor, okay, that's interesting. Okay. We're not going to block. What we are going to do is play Elephant Guide on our Ledgewalker. So, okay, both of us are kind of on the same plan here, I think, is just Voltron up a creature. I think our creature's a better one to Voltron, in that it is very difficult for them to block, and it untaps every turn unconditionally. Whereas our opponent has a Nettle Sentinel, which is kind of awkward, and only has 1 land, which is very awkward for them. So we're going to get in, because realistically we're not going to block them. The next turn we can play Hunger and Skargan. So we can get in, Gut Shot. Okay. It's an interesting sideboard plan. And what's this? Either like Burning Tree or Hunger, okay. Gross. Opponent gets in for 8 here. Wow, that's really impressive off of 1 land. And what's this? Another hunger? Jeez. Opponent just has all the 6 energies. Okay, so we've probably lost this game, unfortunately, now. We have Trample as well, which is very unfortunate for us. Okay, I think the way we win this now is Vines of the Vastwood up our Ledge Walker when it's blocking our opponent's Nettle Sentinel. Hunger up the Elephant token that it produces. That's probably how we win this. If we win this at all, which I don't think we do, unfortunately, at this point. You can see, obviously, why our opponent decided to keep this hand. They've obviously stumbled very much on mana, but they have had all the power they needed. Gut Shot into double Hunger of the Hellback will pretty much do it. Okay, so opponent comes in attacking. Now we see if this little plan of ours works. We're going to blocks. And then we will cast with Kicker, Vines of Vastwood. Okay, so that gets... Well, we can also cast one of those, that's fine. So we still take 3 down to 2. Get a token, so at least we can block. They get Rancor back to their hand. But now they only have Aquarian Ranger. And a Nettle Sentinel, okay. Swipe down the Nettle Sentinel. We want to, yeah, we'll save our Pit Sculpt for next turn. If we get it down with a token, we're probably, with a counter I should say, we probably can then maybe start getting in for attacks. But Rancor's up there, Aquarian Ranger. They have another Rancor. Oh, gross, they have another Rancor. Okay, so we just lose here. Well, okay, our opponent just had everything they needed to have, unfortunately. It was probably a closer matchup than the life totals indicated, but unfortunately we just didn't get there in the mirror. Well played our opponent, and we're now 1-3, and I guess we'll go on to match 5 and see if we can make it a little bit more respectable. On to match 5.